Now we will discuss about four main Java OOPS principles. One is encapsulation, abstraction, inheritance, and last one is polymorphism. Now we will discuss about encapsulation. Encapsulation is the process of combining data members and function members into a single unit. Advantages of encapsulation is data hiding. Data hiding, which means the process of restricting the direct access of your data members and providing indirect access through the function members. We can achieve data hiding in Java. You have to follow few steps. First, declare a variable as private and provide the getter and setter methods. And also we can achieve encapsulation with the help of class because class is having both data members and function members. Example for encapsulation in Java. Here we define a pen class and we are declaring a private variables string name and string color. The name and color variables are private, which preventing the direct access. Now we are creating a constructor which initialize the values when a pen object is created. Now we define a getter method and setter method. Getter method is used to read the data and setter method is used to update the data. Getter method returns the value of name and color and setter method is used to update the value of name and colors. Now coming to main method. Inside the main method we are creating an object of pen class. Here creates a pen object p with initial values. Here we are printing the initial values. It calls a getter method to display the initial values and update the values using the setter method. So again updates the name and color using the setter methods. Again it prints the updated values. Here it calls again the getter method to display the updated values. So the output is like Parker, pen name is like Parker and pen color is black. Polymorphism means many forms and allows methods to perform different tasks based on the object calling them. So, which means polymorphism is the ability of an object to exhibit multiple forms or behaviors. In Java, polymorphism are divided into two types. One is compile-time polymorphism and other one is runtime polymorphism. Coming to compile-time polymorphism is also known as static polymorphism, which means if the binding is achieved from method calling statement to method implementation statement during the compile time is known as compile time polymorphism. We can achieve compile time polymorphism with the help of method overloading. As we know, method overloading means a class can have more than one method with same name but different in arguments or parameter. So example for method overloading. Here we are defining a class name is math operations and we are defined method with two parameters. And again we are defined method with three parameters inside the main method, which means program execution starts here. Here we are calling the add method with two arguments, which means that this method calls method with two arguments, which means this one. Again we are calling the add method with three arguments, which means it calls the method with three arguments. Here you can see binding is achieved from method calling statement to method implementation statement. So this is the best example for compile time polymorphism. Coming to runtime polymorphism is also known as dynamic polymorphism, which means if the binding is achieved from method calling statement to method implementation during the runtime is known as dynamic polymorphism. We can achieve runtime polymorphism with the help of method overriding. Method overriding means it allows subclass to provide a specific implementation of a method that is already defined in the parent class, which means superclass and subclass having same method signature but subclass have different implementation. Example for method overriding. Here we are creating a parent class name is animal, and we are defining a method void make sound. We are implementing a printing statement animals makes a sound. And here we are defining a class name is animal, and we are defining a method void make sound. Here we are implementing a statement as animals make a sound, and again we are defining a child class which extends the parent class. Here it overridden the make sound method from the animal class.
Here you can see child class that overrides the make sound method. So overridden means subclass and superclass having same method signature but different in method implementation. Here you can see implementation should be different. Coming to main method, which means the execution starts here. Here we are creating an object of dog class and calling the overridden method dog.makeSound, which means it calls the dog's make sound method. So it returns the output as dog barks.